Welcome back everyone, I got another building video for you and I hope you like it. This is the completion of the building I made last week. There's going to be a lot of changes made to it. I've taken out the light boxes. I'm going to move some walls. I'm going to move some roofs. I'm going to change them. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to try and keep you along with me. If you haven't seen the first video to this series, check that one out first, because there's a lot in there that I'm not going to be covering in this video. Now I'd like to fill this place up, make it not feel so empty. Now in order to do that, I'm going to have to get rid of a lot of light boxes. I'm going to have to go take out the back wall, change a lot of things to this building to make room for that budget, because there is no budget when you build like this. Of course, I started with a maximum budget. I'm going to do my best to walk through this step by step with you. I got a lot of stuff to cover, so let's get started. So this is where I left off last week. This is on a lake way down south on the map, and I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of everything because I'm going to move it out to Whitesprings. You're going to notice a lot of changes this time around. One being the ceilings here are made out of steel, not the brick that I was using in the last video. I'm going to do kind of just a short recap here to get things caught up to where I was out at the lake. There's not too much I got to cover, but I do want to show you how I get this roof on. You're going to notice I'm putting the roofs on before I put these walls on the sides. The roofs need to go first, because those walls won't pass through the roofs unless they're snapping on the edges of those roofs. Then you can put the final light box in up at the top here. I'll go ahead and just do that to each one of them. Now I'm going to go ahead and take these foundations and put them back on the walls. I'm putting them back on the walls so I can fill in the side walls and then go through and put a back wall over those side walls. Yeah. Put all the light boxes back into place. Now I'm not connecting those light boxes, but make sure you connect those light boxes. And then grab those foundations and move them over to the side. You can freely move them anytime you want. That should make room for one more foundation on the end. I'm going to go ahead and fix this one, move it over. Yep. So this is what the hallways are looking like once I'm done. They're all straight, no gaps. There was a little gap right there, but I'm going to leave that where it's at so I can get some wires to go through there. I don't have any light boxes on the back. There'd be no way I could fit light boxes on the back. Just go ahead and switch some of these to walls. You know, I can do this at any time. I'll come back to that later. This is really as caught up as I've ever been so far. We're back to where we was. The only difference is there was no half walls on those walls. And I'm moving the back wall all the way to the back here. I'm not going to have any divots in these walls or gaps between them. So right about now I'm thinking about how I can get more budget. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of a bunch of those light boxes. They're unnecessary and they take up way too much room. It looked cool while it lasted, but I'm going to wipe this wall out. Once I'm done clearing out all the lights, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some of these walls. Sounded like a nuke just went off. Good thing it wasn't on me. I'm going to do this just a little differently this time. I'm going to grab these foundations, and this time, instead of having them snap to another foundation and moving it till it stops snapping, I'm just going to place this till the transparent white line is lined up on the second line of each of these foundations. Just like that. I just want to test this out, make sure you can see that the light boxes fit snugly in these walls here. Just grab a light box. And, yep, just like that. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Just move it just until it's on the second line there. Just like that. Once I move all the foundations over, it's going to leave me with just enough room to put a foundation, squeeze it right in between these here. So these walls are hanging over the edge now, but that's not going to matter. It's actually going to look very natural. Go ahead and get some power set up. I'll just run this to the center. Nope, one down. There we go. And it doesn't matter where you want to lead that to. Put it on whichever. As long as they're all connected, they'll all light up. This is what it looks like with only one row of lights and a door in the center. It actually looks just as good, to me anyways. While I'm building the outline of this building, I want you to take a look at the roof. I'm not using the flat roofs anymore. I'm actually using these slanted roofs. I thought that they looked a lot better. As soon as I get the base of this square filled in with walls, I'm going to go up top and I'm going to see how high I can build this. I just want to get a silhouette. I want to see what the building shape's going to look like if I build it this way. And just stepping back gives me a better look at it. I'm just patching up some holes here, making sure that you can't see through the edges. I'm not going to be able to put one on this side just because I need to be able to walk through here. I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing. Grab a half wall. There it is. I'm not going to put one on that side. I need to be able to walk through. I am going to fill this part up with these angled walls though, because I don't want to be able to see through there. Just a few more spots to patch up. It's getting there. I'm almost done with the building itself. And then I'm going to work on the inside. I'm just trying to figure out which floor I need to move where. So I'm going to move that one out. And then that's going to give me the room to move this one over. See how I've already got this 1/2 block away on that side? I'm going to move it a 1/2 block away on that side too. Then from that point, I can just build up straight into a wall that goes beyond this wall. If you ever run into a situation where you can't put a wall on a ceiling, just flip the ceilings. Just move that one, and now I can switch that one, and then just put a wall right there. It'll work now. I think, yep, there it goes. Okay, I just realized I don't like that. I don't like the second layer of that building to be taller than the top part. So I'm going to expand the top one and just get rid of a layer on the lower level here. Before I put that wall on, I better go ahead and put the roof in. Yeah, I just left that open in case I wanted to lead the building out all the way back that way, but I've just decided I'm not going to do that, so it's a side view of it. The shape of it needs to be checked. I need to find out if that is exactly what I'm looking for or not. It's close. It is much better than what I did have. Go ahead and fill in these ceilings here. Couple more spots to patch up. I'm going to make a little more room now. I'm going to get rid of the foundations that are under the corners of these buildings here. Yep. Now I can just go ahead and take the small, or not the small, but the half brick walls. Just place them right there. They'll go right through the ground. I'm going to place these lights on both sides of the stairway. I want it to be well lit, and I love the light that comes off of these. It's just a nice orange light. It's not bright or white. Just push these plants up all the way up against the wall and just pull them out. That way they're all lined up nice and neat. Here it is. This is essentially the final product. I want to make some room so I can decorate the inside. I don't have to. It's got everything it needs. It's got, you know, all your workbenches, your beds, the guitar, just all the basics to keep you going. But I actually want to decorate this place. I need to make a lot of room, so I'm going to get rid of the circles just for the decorating. It doesn't matter. Keep it either way you like it. If you find yourself having any trouble getting rid of these walls, just switch those to doorways, and then you can remove this half wall below the doorway. Snap the foundation in its place, and then you can get rid of all the rest of it. It really doesn't look all that bad with the square sides. It's a little more basic, but it's going to give me a lot more room to build inside. These rolling red rocket doors came from the Atomic Shop. What I like about them is they take up a lot of space and they're capable of just making it so I don't have to decorate any of that. I'm going to focus most of the decorations in this room specifically. I will have a few things in the other two rooms, and I'm not going to put anything upstairs. That's just going to be where the generator is. I can fill these in with lockers going all the way down. That just kind of makes it look fuller. And this is it, fully decorated. This is back to maximum budget again. I put everything in here. Now, something interesting about these garage doors is they are connected to the light. So when you open that up, the light comes on. That about wraps things up. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. If you've got buildings of your own that you'd like to share, feel free to just join my Discord. I'm going to put it in the description below this video here. You'll be able to go in there, share pictures, videos, links, whatever, of all your own creations. I'm going to have another video this next week. It's going to be a little smaller, a lot easier on budget. I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. So we'll see how it goes. I'll see you next time.